మేడం
సరే సార్ నేను కాల్ చేస్తున్నా మీకు. అదే క్రాంతికి ఫోన్ చేసి పిక్చర్లే మెసేజ్ చేశాను ఇట్లా తొందరగా
ఓకే మేడం కాల్ నాకు రాలేదు అంటే మేబీ టుడే హాలిడే నేమో ఈరోజు సెకండ్ సాటర్డే కదా. సరే
Shall we start now, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sir. Hello, everyone present here virtually. I am Nalini here, and I welcome you all for today's session, which is titled as Marketing Strategies in a Service Sector in Digital World. And presenting this session, we have with us our today's expert, Professor Anand Vettapudi. Dr. Vettapudi, professor in a Faculty of Management Studies, the ICFAI University, Raipur, Chhattisgarh State. Provisionally serves as a professor and dean, ICFAI Business School, the ICFAI University, Dehradun, Uttarakhand, India. Professor Vettapudi have also served as a professor marketing in a reputed university, Jain University, Bangalore, and Professor Vettapudi, HOD National Institute of Tourism and Hospitality Management, Hyderabad, promoted by Government of India and Government of Telangana. Reputed universities, GITAM Business School, GITAM University, Hyderabad at UG, PG, PhD level, 2 PhD awards to the scholars, Professor Vettapudi supervision. One more PhD thesis submitted for award. Professor Anand Vettapudi has a 25 years of teaching experience. Without wasting much time, I welcome to Professor Anand Vettapudi. You may start now, sir.
Yeah. Greetings to all. It gives me an immense pleasure, joy, and happiness to present this seminar. The topic is marketing strategies in services sector in digital world. So first of all, let me thank Business Rojgar for conducting this webinar to provide information, knowledge to the budding students and entrepreneurs and business practitioners. So let me start. Yeah, today's my lecture is divided into several parts. So first I'll tell you the focus on service sector. So how these service sector can be identified, or how we can differentiate a good and a service. on which basis, on what are the characters on which we find service sector or service industries. And another one is services marketing. And I'll give you some examples of services sector. What are the sectors comes under service sector? And another one is various marketing strategies, maybe traditional and digital marketing. So this is my overall framework for today's webinar. So let me start with a, differentiating a product and a service, or a good and a service. Goods are tangible. So goods are tangible, services are intangible. Suppose you take an example of a mobile phone, or a television, or a laptop, refrigerator, AC machine, car. All these products are physically visible. We can touch and we can get a feel. So they have some shape or a color or a size. So we'll come to services sector. They are so much intangible. Suppose now I am teaching. So whatever I'm teaching, the information is flowing on air and you are receiving. So, but you can't see you can see me, but you cannot see my lecture. Only you can feel it. You can feel the lecture, the information which is I am transmitting. So if you feel that this information is good and useful, then your knowledge levels will increase. That means you can feel it, but you cannot touch my lecture. So lecture is on air. There is a one medium. So air is a medium in which I am transmitting the information, and Zoom is a one technology we are using. So audio and video. This is what I'm saying is teaching is a service, or education is a service. Same like a hospital, a doctor who takes care of a patient, and after diagnosing the report, so he gives some medicine. So whatever the doctor taking care the patient, we call it as a service. In the same way, Airtel or Reliance, so which is a service, we cannot touch the service, no, which is on air. So in television or TV, media, entertainment. So these are all some of the examples of goods and services. So now what are the characteristics, basic characteristics of a product and a service? So first, product is a tangible, service is a intangible. That's basic difference. And second one is products are homogeneous. Homogeneity means similar. So I can produce mobile phones of it is i10 or Samsung some model about 1 lakh, 2 lakhs at a time. Depends on my company's estimated demand, forecasting the demand in India or abroad. So it produces some products at a time of similar products. Those products can be sold or can be promoted to any country. That is what we call it as a globalization. So globalization means we can produce a product, so we can sell it anywhere, any part of this globe. So that's what I say, homogeneity is there in the product industry. In service industry, suppose you take an example of I am a lecturer. So as a lecturer, I can teach in a classroom about 60. Okay, a doctor may takes care of the patient, one patient at a time. He cannot take, he cannot, provide services to all the patients at a time, because every patient is a unique. Every patient is a unique. So, and moreover, his biological aspects, his diagnostic reports are different from other patient, because his food habits, climatic habits. So every patient is unique. That means we can find lot of heterogeneity. Same thing like film industry. So film industry may be produce the action of a one hero or heroine or some story. Each story is different from other story. So this what I'm saying is there is a lot of heterogeneity even in the case of consulting. Consulting is a one area where we are providing consulting to construction. So each building, the engineer gives a solution or a plan is different from other building. So we cannot provide a same plan of structure, a same plan to each and every, all the builders. So that's what I'm saying is we can find a lot of homogeneity in product industry. In service industry, a lot of heterogeneity. That's what I say. So next one is simultaneity. Simultaneity, actually, it is reverse. In the goods, there is simultaneity. Means, suppose, simultaneity and separability. Production and service can be separated. I can produce my company, my products at, Mumbai, and I can sell it any part of this country. That's what we can say separation. Separation of producing and selling is different. But in the case of service industry, suppose I need a demand draft from the bank. So whenever I go to approach a bank, they prepare on the spot within 10 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever the time they take. So they have to produce. And suppose some other customer will go. He needs a demand draft for 1 lakh rupees. I need for 10,000 rupees or 1 crore rupees. So that means service, they cannot, bank cashier or bank employees cannot prepare 100 DDs at a time, and they cannot distribute to every customer, whoever comes inside for the demand draft. So that's what I'm saying is, we cannot separate production and service differently. Service in the same way, a doctor consults a patient. He provides consulting spontaneously. He may postpone it, but depends on the diagnosing reports of a patient. He provides the service at a time. So that's what I'm saying is, separability and inseparability. Next one is perishability and non-perishability. Goods can be, after some time, we can store televisions for a certain period, but services cannot be stored. That's what I'm saying is, suppose a flight is there. In a flight, suppose there is a seating capacity about 300 capacity, which are flying from Hyderabad to Mumbai. So 300 capacity at 11 o'clock flight. So these 300 seats should be sold before 11 o'clock, maybe before 1 day or whatever it may be. So tomorrow, suppose out of 300, 200 seats only filled. So 100 seats are not filled. So I cannot sell those 100 flights for tomorrow because already flight has gone. That means 300 capacity is over. So whether you are selling the 300 seats, tickets or not, so it should, within the given time period, we have to sell it. But televisions, I have 100 televisions in my Reliance store. So 100 televisions I can sell today or tomorrow or day after tomorrow. That's what I am telling is, perishability and non-perishability. So these are all the 4 characteristics by which we can differentiate a good and a service. And one more thing you can ask me, sir, hospital is suppose you take an example of Apollo Hospital. Apollo Hospital, you can find very good building and structure. Sir, you can find there is a lot of, physical structure is there. So it is visible. So how can you say, invisible? Yes, what I'm saying is, here dominating primary activities, doctor consultation. So there's a primary activity. So building and remaining things are secondary. We are going to reach or meet the doctor. So doctor is, service is invisible. So that's what I'm saying is, suppose you take a hotel or 5-star property or 7-star property or a resort or a restaurant. Suppose a Taj restaurant, a Taj Dakkan, Taj Krishna. So where we can find lot of structure is there, but accommodation and service provided by the restaurant people, restaurant stewards. So the service is invisible. Accommodation. So building is there visible. So what I'm telling is, which is very prominent is the service. So this is what I can say, differentiating a product and a service. So now there is a one definition I have given in service marketing. So services marketing is simply defined as a phenomenon wherein a service or intangible community is promoted and marketed among the target audience. Now let me tell you, sir, why are you talking about service economy right now? Yes, any economy, suppose they take an example of Indian economy, we are passing through different phases from 1947. So in 1947, the dominant activity, economic activity is agriculture. Even today, agriculture is there. I'm not saying no, but very prominent, predominantly, most of the population in India, they do farming activity in 1947. Okay, 1947 to 60s. So because we were ruled by, British people, so most of our Indians have very less education or no education. There are no that much, very popular colleges or prominent colleges, or colleges and universities are not available. So we were, most of our Indians are doing agricultural. Agriculture is a major economic activity. So later on, so after getting independence, so our Indian government started getting technology. So people income levels also at the period between 1947 to 60 was very, very low, very nominal standards, economic standards in this country. Then there was a shift from agricultural to, manufacturing, introduction of manufacturing economy, manufacturing companies. Like we have imported technology from Russia. Suppose you take an example of Visakha steel plant or Bhilai steel plant. So in Chhattisgarh, those top steel plants technology was given by, Russian government. So our government started companies establishing manufacturing companies, steel or cement, iron. So like this, naturally we want to have a better, homes, better houses, housing facility in this country. So, and moreover, our government started providing some water facilities for agriculture also. So stand of Indian people started increasing. So then there was a, little manufacturing economy was so much, many companies started in this country. So then economic levels of the people has been increased. So whenever the technology comes, then people needs education to work on the technology. Then started studying IT colleges, polytechnic colleges, engineering colleges, management colleges, universities come. So that means education levels of the Indian people population has been increasing, increasing predominantly. So then that's what I'm saying, agrarian economy, manufacturing economy, and third stage is, services economy. Services economy is, just I told you, hospitals. People started taking care of their, health. Health is important for them. Really, before we don't have hospitals, but now hospital facilities, we have doctors, nursing facility, and diagnosing facilities. So like this, insurance. So insurance, insuring of life, insuring of health. So like this, and education institutions. So there is a shift from manufacturing to services economy. And we have satellites, so mobile phones, so software industry, IT industry, and also entertainment, television. So this is the way how people start, we have engineering, so civil engineers, construction. So services are more on banking industry. Earlier, we don't have banks. Even the banks are there before 1947, very few foreign banks only. They used to dominate our very, in a village, one or two people, they used to lend the money for higher interest rates. But later on, when Indira Gandhi came to power as a prime minister, she started, nationalization of the banks. So she started the State Bank of India, Andhra Bank. Like this, there are 24 banks were nationalized in this country. So people started approaching the banks. So their, savings started, and they're taking, loans for their education or job purpose, or it may be housing purpose. So our consumer goods purpose, purchasing of goods purpose. So loans are being given to people who are in the needy. So that's what I'm saying is, there is a banking sector, IT sector, or hospitality and medical health sector. So entertainment, media, television. So these are all services industries, satellites, communication. So what I'm telling is, India is experiencing now services economy. So I have been given you three economies: agrarian economy, manufacturing economy, service economy. These three economies, marketing strategies have been changed. So time to time, products are changed, pricing strategies are changed, how they promote their products, maybe advertising and publicity has been changed, promotional strategies has been changed. So today lecture, my focus is on, marketing strategies. Okay, so we'll talk later. So next part, let me go to, show you another slide. Yeah. So I want to give some few examples of services industry. So travel industry. So travel means we know. So it may be on road, maybe buses or cars, whatever it may be. Okay. And second one on rail trains. And another one is flights. Another one is shipping. Okay. These are all majorly four predominant, ways of travel sector. So travel sector now become a very booming now. So we can find lot of travel agencies, lot of airports, lot of flights, varieties of brands of flights. We have earlier only two brands are there, Air India, Indian Airlines. But today we have more than 10 to 15, air flights are there and cost effective flights are there. So people are traveling now not only on trains but also flights, because now flights in a journey become a very cost effective now. It's very affordable. So people are traveling from Hyderabad to Mumbai or Mumbai to Chennai. So by spending just 3 to 5,000 rupees, they're able, within 1 hour or 2 hours, they're able to reach their destinations. So most of activities, economic activities are, increased in this travel industry. Another one is tourism sector. Yeah. So once people got enough money now, right now, people are, I tell you, in Hyderabad, I'm sorry to say, auto wala earning minimum 30,000 to 60,000 rupees per month. Minimum in auto wala. So you can find cab walas, cab people, even Zomato, so Swiggy. So they're earning minimum 20,000 to 40,000 rupees per month. That means their income levels has been increased. Even they are less educated, income is increasing right now. So once people have enough money, their next level of their livelihood is lifestyle is they go for tourism. So earlier people used to see only theaters only. They used to get into the theaters Saturdays, Sundays. But today it is not only theaters are the entertainment places. People started going to other destinations. So other states, other cities, or rural areas, rural tourism, or eco-tourism, or we can say medical tourism, or education tourism. People moving for other cities for the sake of education or for the sake of employment. So if you say Hyderabad, I can say in my estimation, minimum 2,000 to 5,000 population from other states are coming to Hyderabad for livelihood. So for small petty jobs, or it may be street business or street shops, they are improving their livelihood. So what I'm telling is tourism is geared up now. So tourism, people are moving from India to Malaysia or Malaysia to India. So there is a lot of economic activity. The money is flowing from one hand to another hand, indifferently, in a very faster way. So and hotel business, tourism and hospitality are similar business. We can find so many restaurants and hotels. Before COVID, there is one say in tourism. Every 6 months, one star hotel is opening up in Hyderabad. Every 6 months before COVID. Okay, even restaurants like these fast-moving restaurants. These restaurants are opening every 3 months and 4 months in Hyderabad. Okay, so what I'm telling is Pizza Hut and all those things. So people started taking food outside. So very one section of people, they are not cooking, they're not cooking. Even the cooking also maybe 1 time, 2 time at home. The rest of the time, they're getting food only, online restaurants only. So what I'm telling is the economic activity, what is dominating is the travel business and tourism sector and hospitality sector. Okay. So next. Yeah. Already I told you, hotel industry. So how hotel industry people are staying at home hotels for a period of 1 day to 1 month and 2 months also, right? So that, and event business in travel, tourism, hospitality sector, there is a one more emerging field is MICE industry. So meetings, incentives, how people are conferences and events. So there are a lot of conferences are happening. Suppose you take an example of Hyderabad. Hyderabad, we have a dominant industry is IT and pharmacy industry. So you can find in High-Techs or Novotel or Taj Taj Dakkan or Taj Hotels, Taj Krishna, you can find every day an average one conference is happening. So every conference they're spending minimum 25 lakhs to 1 crore per day or per 3 days. So that means most of the students are youth, UG level or PG level, they are starting their own business of event management companies, or they are getting employment in this sector. So what I'm telling in India, after Mumbai, Hyderabad become the one of the destination for MICE events because we have international, airport. And one more thing is the food in Hyderabad is everyone like the food in Hyderabad. Another one is we have infrastructure facilities and climatic conditions. So what I'm telling is these are all some of the sectors which are dominating in service sector. Another one is IT sector. In Hyderabad, we can find more than 9 lakhs employees in IT sector. 9 lakhs. With Bangalore, it's about 12 lakhs according to the latest figures, latest reports. So 9 lakhs only employees means, and dependent employees are another 20 lakhs. That means more than 30 lakhs employees are, directly or indirectly getting employment in IT and IT allied services or BPO services or supporting services or call centers. So what I'm telling is, so these are all the sectors where, there are a lot of economic activity, money is flowing, people are getting employment. So this is one more, dominant activity. Another one is hospital, is a medical care. It's not hospitality, it's a medical care, health and medical care. We can find a lot of corporate business like, Apollo Industries or AIG hospitals or Sunshine hospitals. So topmost hospitals are the Medicare or healthcare, industries or hospitals are coming in, operating in Hyderabad. So there is one more thing I want to say. In India, there is a scope for medical tourism. Medical tourism means people are traveling to India for the sake of, to take their health care. So Hyderabad able to attract patients from USA, Gulf countries and African countries. If one, foreign patient comes, there are 6 to 7 industries will trigger. That means the business will get, other industries, 6 or 7 industries. If one patient comes to Hyderabad, you can find there's a business for doctors, there's a work for, nursing people and hotels. So a patient is coming from USA to, Hyderabad, they stay in a hotel. So naturally minimum they stay 1 week to 1 month or 2 months or 3 months also. So hotels are getting business. Another one is they need some assistance in the sense, some physiotherapy or some nursing facility. So they require, and they need cab facility. They need to reach the hospital. So for which they require a cab, and they need a insurance, and there is they will purchase pharmacy, and they go for shopping and entertainment. So what I'm telling is these are all the different businesses are, we can expand once we get a foreign patients to India. So this is what, and we get foreign exchange also. So we'll get dollars to our country. So, and flight business will also increase. There is a one case that's called, if a one patient, severe patient is coming in the flight, he has to purchase 4 seats, not 1 seat, because he has to come in a sleeping mode. Once he has to come to the sleeping mode, he needs to purchase a minimum 3 to 6, seating place he will occupy. So he has to purchase 6 seats. So what I'm telling is, these are all some of the businesses activities are triggering in this service sector. And I told you, media entertainment. Now we can see how many media channels emerged in Indian market. So many, in every language, regional languages. If you say Telugu, there are Telugu more than 5 to 6 predominant channels are there. Other 10 channels are there. A different story, but very prominently. So earlier we have only Doordarshan is the only channel, but today we have a number of channels have come. So this is what I'm saying is people are getting employment and a lot of activity is going on in this TV and media sector. And services like banking sector, yes. So this is my PhD topic also. So PhD topic, my customer satisfaction banking sector. I studied 3 banks. In India, before 1947, banking sector is, I can say, very nominal, maybe 1 to 2%. It is in the hands of very richest people. But today we have, after emergence of Indira Gandhi came to India, and after P.V. Narasimha was introduced this liberalization policy, so we have public sector banks, private sector banks, foreign banks, cooperative banks. So now banking people, everyone, most of the youth now they are getting employment in bank sector. So we can see how ICICI Bank has been emerged, and now I can say HDFC Bank is going on. Is emerging like anything. HDFC right now they're expanding. So suppose in the road number 12 in Banjara Hills, we have 3 branches, big branches, not small branches. So there is a lot of transformation in this banking sector right now. Now people are getting a loan. If you are getting 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees, getting a loan, if you have a good credit rating, so you will get within 4 days. So how they're fast, they're providing consumer loans or to purchase your car or some other 2-wheeler or some other equipment. So what I'm telling is, earlier we have mass banking. Mass banking means they try to SBI, Andhra Bank, all these syndicate bank, Punjab National Bank, they used to expand to the rural market and entire urban market also. But today urban market is increasing every day. So now it is not only a mass banking, now it is called as a class banking. Class banking means they are focusing on people who can have more income levels. So over income levels, the deposit rates, who can deposit more money. So they are targeting that one only. So now there is a transformation. HDFC right now, I can say they're going to mass banking and class banking also. So now there is a lot of emerging trends in banking sector. I will talk to you in the course of time. Next. Yeah, now I am talking about marketing strategies. So services sector. So in service sector, how to develop any marketing strategy. I tell you, I wrote one article in the 2005. So after some research, any business, know thy customer. Know thy customer. Know thy customer means if you start any business, maybe small or big, we should define the target market. So the market is very big. Now India is having more than 135 crores or 140 crores of population. As a business entity, I started or you have started. So we cannot serve everyone. It's very highly impossible. So a market, a service industry in which we need to define the geographical area. And one more thing, in service industry, most of the business will be through customers near to your business geographical location only. I tell you one example. Suppose a bank, HDFC Bank in Banjara Hills. In Banjara Hills, road number 12, there is one branch is there. So they cannot attract the customers from Dilshuk Nagar or Amirpet. No, customer don't want to travel too much. So he cannot come every time for the physically he wants to present in the bank to get some services to be clarified. He cannot come to the bank every time because everyone is busy. They have their own business, customers have their own employment. So they cannot take leave every time. So most of these service industries like hotels, restaurants, or we can say banks or education institutions, right now, they will be vicinity. That means customer reaching the bank should be located nearest to the customer. Same in the same case of a retail stores. Retail store also service industry. Suppose a Ratnadeep is a retail store. So Ratnadeep people will not come to purchase their goods like vegetables or some other grocery items. They cannot. They don't want to travel 10 kilometers and 20 kilometers. They try to reach any retail store nearest to the customer itself. So this what I'm saying is, as a business or as a student level, we need to understand these customer dynamics, or we can say business dynamics. So banks cannot, provide. Now we can say, sir, there is a now NRI customers also there. Yes, now it is possible. Now in the service sector, especially in banking sector, we have online business, online transactions. I tell you one story. We have ATM machines, and earlier a bank means, I don't know whether you have seen or not, a bank means minimum 2,000 to 3,000 SFT, very big, branch. But today banks are very, very small. In Mumbai or Delhi, you can find maximum 1,000 SFT. There are maybe branches are there more than 2,000, very few. But most of the branches are 1,000 SFT and 2,000 SFT area only. The reason is the cost of rental charges per square feet has been increased right now. And moreover, people are doing transactions using technology. That means earlier they introduced ATM machines. ATM machines were very popular. But today, today's slogan is in the banking sector, you do business with our bank, but don't come to the branch. No, they are discouraging, because in the branch you can find very few employees, maybe 5 employees or 2 employees or 3 employees also. So they cannot spend more time with the customer. So they, whenever I go to a branch, sometimes so Indian Bank, they say, sir, why are you coming here? You can download our app, banking app, and you can transfer the money. For the sake of transfer money, don't come here. So you can do transactions online only. Or you, so certain activities, most of the people, they say, don't come to the bank. They're discouraging the customers to come. And one more thing I tell you, if most of the cases, in many cases, the customers are interacting with the bank employees, they'll get dissatisfaction. Anyone can tell me why you get a dissatisfaction? Because you need to wait till your previous customers will clear their activities with the banker. So you cannot, you'll get frustration. How much time I should spend my time within this bank for the sake of getting a demand draft, or to deposit my money, so or to get my problems issue to be solved. So people get a lot of dissatisfaction, frustration, and what they do, they shift from one branch to another branch, their account. So what I'm telling is, so technology role in service sector is right now very high. Technology, suppose same in the case of a class. Suppose if I take a class, I can teach maximum 60 students. But in online, now I can deliver my services, academic services or teaching services to many. I'm in Hyderabad right now. So you are at different parts of this country or abroad. So you are receiving the information. So what I'm telling is, technology has more role right now, where you can provide, even in the case of doctors also for preliminary inquiry, preliminary consultancy, they're asking customers to register, take appointment online for half an hour or 20 minutes. So for which you need to pay some amount. So what I'm telling is, in service industry, technology role is very high. Now we can see how this cab services, Ola cab or Uber cabs, how they are doing the business right now. Ola cab has no car. He has not purchased any car, but he's doing lakhs of transactions through car business, entire India or world. He's getting income every second, not even every hour, every second is getting income. So what am my request to the students? So not only you choose manufacturing sector, or you can now you have a ability right now. If you use the technology, if you study the market very well, by developing a good app application IT, you can do wonders. You can earn money like anything right now. So nowadays, a person who has good knowledge about the customers, how the behavior of the customers, the purchasing patterns of the customers, so now you can do a big business. So now online business now become a very, very predominant right now. So I request you, my participants of the seminar, you see my lecture in 4 different ways. One is So conceptual clarity. So how I am giving the clarity of the concepts. And second one is, how you can be a part of this online business transactions by developing some applications, by integrating or having an interaction or a business transaction with some engineers, topmost engineers. So you may be a BBA student or MBA student. Why don't you have some good engineer student, and why don't you, share your idea, so you can develop a good application form, you can become an entrepreneur. So entrepreneur. So I want you not only a clarity of the concepts, but also, be a entrepreneurial knowledge or entrepreneurial ideas. How can you transform your ideas into a business entity? So that is also one way you can see. Another one is the scholars who are listening to this lecture, how you can, develop some, research objectives or research titles for your research papers or PhDs. This is one thing. So what I'm telling right now I am talking about product strategies, place strategies, promotion strategies, price strategies. These 4 marketing strategies are very prominent. We call it as a 4 pieces of marketing given by Philip Kotler. No, most of the BBA students and MBA students, they know everything. So non-BBAs are upcoming. Just now they started BBA or MBA. They may not be knowing. So these 4, for any service or a product, how you develop a product is very important. So now you are talking, sir, why are you using the product? Service also a license. Suppose insurance is service sector. There you can find a lot of insurance products. Okay. So those, how you prepare the, logically and for the benefit of the customers, if you can prepare a good product, then you can have these goods, quality levels, packaging, warranties, product lines, branding. Any product right now, branding is most prominent right now. Suppose now present generation, they're more inclined towards the branded, globally branded or nationally branded, reputed products only they want to purchase. So now why don't you have a tie-up, your service industry, with a very predominant, dominant brand, and you can have a tie-up with them and understanding with them, you can use their brand. So don't, if I ask some of my students, my MBA students or BBA students, they say, what do you do after MBA, BBA? They say, sir, I want to start one restaurant, or I want to start one manufacturing company. Why you take so much trouble right now? You have already some popular brands are there. So whatever the idea you have, you share with them, you can use their brand, okay, for which you can pay for them after having the business. So use the brands, already existing brands, you can use it. This is one way you can have a, intelligent business right now. No purchasing a building. Suppose you want to start a restaurant, no need of purchasing a building right now. In Hyderabad, yesterday I was watching the reports. In India, there are more than 10 lakhs, not 10 lakhs, 70 lakhs flats are empty right now. They're ready for sale. Metropolitan cities like Mumbai or from Hyderabad or Bangalore. So many flats are, ready for sale. It is given by some FICCI report. So why don't you use those places, take a rent or a lease, and you can use them for your business? Why don't you purchase a land to start a restaurant? Why don't you construct a building? So no need. Already buildings are available. So many buildings are available. Use them. So that's what I'm saying is, when you are doing a business, do intelligently. So don't purchase the land, don't purchase the building, go for a leasing and do a business. So this is what I say. And another one channel is, place marketing. So we have, intermediaries, retail store business in the retail strategy. I told you, any retail outlet should be nearest to the customers. People will not come for traveling for 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers to purchase the product. No, they won't come. In the case of FMCG products, FMCG means fast moving consumer goods. So there, like newspaper, or it may be, what do you call, medicine, people will not come. So these industries, these are all product industries. Those industries, you should be very near to the customer. So now you can ask me, sir, there is an online business, is there online purchase? Yes, there is a one service is there right now. Online business. You can purchase, you can develop a one app or one website or a portal by which you can have a tie-up with various retail stores, and you can be an intermediary between the customer and that particular retail shop. You can do a business right now. So this is what I'm saying is same thing like Uber business, Uber and Ola business. So they don't have any cab. Just they're linking a person who wants a cab to the cab owner. They're a middleman. They're doing wonderful business. So that what I'm saying is in service industry, there are so many opportunities for our young people. Our youth can explore whatever the ideas they have. If they can focus on those ideas, you can do wonders. That's what I'm saying. And next, promotional aspects. So promotional aspects, selling. I tell you, in service, any industry, right now, people are face-to-face communication is less in service industry. When we are promoting, now we have digital marketing right now. So now we can find in Hyderabad very less, very big boards, advertisements, very less in, on roads, on streets. We can find so many ads on mobile phone. On mobile phone, our digital marketing is very famous right now, because now after last 20 years, you can find internet connectivity is very high in India, and people are having a smartphones. Not only one, people are having two smartphones also. So now there is a, communicating your product to the ultimate customer is very easy right now. With a lesser promotional budget, you can communicate about your product to the ultimate customer in a very faster and easier and within a low budget. So why don't you use digital technology like social media? I'll talk all those things in a couple of minutes. And next one is pricing strategy. There is no fixed pricing strategy in any business. We need to have a flexibility. You need to change. Suppose you started one product with some 200 rupees. So don't feel that I'll sell only this for 200 rupees only. You may sell more than 200 also, more than 300 also. So it depends on the demand and your product features and the service you are providing and the value addition you are providing to the customer. You can increase the price. So price can be more flexible. So you may not come down. You may increase also. Now I tell you, everyone knows that a brand of iPhone. So why Apple phone is very costlier compared to other products? Because of its security reasons. So it provides customers the data security is very high in Apple products, and moreover it's very slim, and moreover it has a lot of high-end cameras. So there are so many facilities. So what I'm telling is, if your service is very competitive, if you have a knowledgeable consultants or a professors or maybe doctors, so why don't you give sell your product for a higher price? So this is what I'm saying is, price is so flexible. For anything, you need to do a market research. Without market research, don't get into any business. So now we have so many marketing research tools are there, consultancy companies are there. You approach them, they provide you very good solutions for them. So this is what I'm telling is, these 4 pieces of marketing are common, not only for service industry, even for product goods industry also, product industry also. Today, my focus is more on service industry. So they have added another 3 pieces of marketing, which are very prominent. I'll give very live examples so that you'll understand very clearly. In service industry, people are most important. People in the sense you feel that employees or customers or intermediaries. So a people without having a sufficient knowledge or sufficient communicative skills or presentation skills or patience or good character or behavior, you cannot run any business. I tell you one story, so which has happened already. about 6 months to 1 year before, one airlines, I don't want to name that brand. So one airlines in Hyderabad airport, a ground staff employee who is handling the customer, the tourist, traveler who is getting into the board. There is some issue, some, behavioral issue between a, tourist or traveler and this ground handling customer, that a flight customer, a flight employee. This employee of that particular flight, he has beaten like anything on the airport itself. That video was viral in across the globe. The once it is viral means it goes anywhere, anyone can access it. So then there was a lot of dissatisfaction among all the customers, not only that flight customers. So why these employees are so? When you are hiring an employee for your service industry, he must be very knowledgeable and behaviorally good. And another one is he should be a good character. The same in the case of a hotel. In a hotel industry or a service industry, why customers will go to the hotel? Why families are in need? They need some privacy. So they want to eat food outside the home for having a pleasure, not only for to fill their hungry, to satisfy their hungry, but also to have a pleasure environment. So if the family get into a hotel or a restaurant or a resort, if customers are if employees of that hotel are misbehaving with the family, then those families will come again to visit their hotel again. No, they won't come. So what I'm telling is, education institutions or medical care or health care or IT industry or TV and media, these are transportation, travel and tourism. The employees' behavior, or we can say well-trained employees, are most important. If your employees are not efficient, provide them good training. Provide them good training. How to handle the technology, how to handle the customers, and behavioral aspects are very dominant, in service industry. So even in the case of IT industry, you can see, suppose Wipro or IBM, they won't recruit an employee of an engineer or a BSc computers with 50%. No. Top notch, I know Google or it may be a IBM, they recruit the students with a minimum 80% to 90%. Otherwise, they won't accept, because the brain, the intelligence has more predominant in IT industry. So they cannot recruit a substandard employee. So what I'm saying right now, so whenever you want to start any service industry, you train them efficiently or effectively, provide them good training. So otherwise, you cannot run a business for a longer period. So with a substandard people. So very quality of people or quality of employees. And another one is customers. Why I'm telling customers means, customers should be given enough exposure towards the technology you are implementing in your service industry. Suppose a customer don't know how to operate your online business, online travel business, then how can he, purchase a ticket? So we need to educate the customers and middlemen or agencies on our service technologies. So because why I'm telling is, nowadays self-services technologies are more predominant now. Yesterday I was watching one video in my mobile phone. He says that in Tamil Nadu, one shopping mall, they have installed one machine. In that machine, if you press 10 rupees in that, in that particular, coin, if you put it, you will get automatically you'll get a, cloth bag automatically. You need not ask anyone, give 10 rupees, give me bag. Not necessary. Just a 10 rupees coin, you put it, insert in that machine, within 1 minute or 2 minutes, you will get a bag itself. So this is what I'm saying is self-service technologies. Same thing, we know many of the, IMAX theaters, you can find, if you put a coin over there or a card over there, automatically you get a Coke. Self-service technology. And same in the coffee vending machines. So what I'm telling is, in service industry, technology is more predominant. Earlier, people don't want technology. No, I tell you, who will reject the technology means people don't have knowledge or experience with the technology or enough education. They reject the technology. They don't want technology. So as a service provider, you need to educate them, train them, or by preparing on YouTube, from video and put it in the YouTube. Ask them how to implement that software, or how to use the technology. So now video making is very easy right now. Earlier it may be costly, but today it is very, very cost effective. So use those tools and technologies and educate your employees and also all the customers. So then your business transactions will be very high. This is one thing. Another one is physical evidence. Already I told you, in service industries like education institutions, universities, colleges, medical and health and tourism, travel and entertainment, the physical structure gives a, what you call confidence and trust among the services. If you construct a small building, you say that it is a university or it is a corporate hospital, no one will trust. So you need to have minimum 30 acres to 100 acres of land, have a big constructed buildings of 100 crores or 200 crores, then people will trust. They trust with, not dominant is service only, education only, training only, research only, consultancy only. But students will watch, parents will watch the buildings. So buildings are physical evidence, or ambience, or look and feel has more, impact where you are marketing the product in the service industry. This is one thing. And one more thing is, as I told you, process. Process means technology. So how customers will access our company's products, or it may be education, or it may be a doctor. So how easy it is. So you need to simplify it. Don't complicate the processes or operations, or daily operations. Try to simplify it. Now it is easy for you. Now earlier, as a customers to get some 10,000 rupees from a bank, we need to get into the bank. Then I need to write an application form. I need to fill my account number, date and everything, sign it, and I have to give it to one clerk. The clerk will sign it, approve it, then it will go to the cashier. Then I need to take the cash. So for which we need to wait for minimum 15-20 minutes. But today not necessary. To get a transfer of amount or to get a cash, get into the ATM, put your card over there and type your PIN number and type your cash amount, then you can get it. But today it is more simplified. Now to transfer the amount, just get into the bank's website, right? Type your number, your account number, and transfer it. Even today it's more simple. Just Paytm right now. By mobile phone, you can transfer amount to anyone. That's what I'm saying is, in service industry, how best you can use the technology, there is a more satisfaction to the customers. More the satisfaction, more retain the customers. More retain the customers, you can cross-sell and upsell. What is this cross-sell and upselling? Cross-selling means if customer is satisfied, you can sell some other products to the same customer itself. I told you, attracting new customers in the hotel, or it may be in the banking or insurance, is very difficult. So in a bank, if I am having a housing loan, if I am paying perfectly, then a banker can sell education products to my children, or car loans, or some other loans, or credit cards. So how much business they can do with a single customer if a customer is more satisfied? So what I'm telling is, ultimately in our service industry, customer satisfaction, or we can say customer delightedness, so beyond customer satisfaction, then the customer will definitely come. I tell you one example. In Apollo, very near to my home, I used to purchase, every month minimum 2,000 rupees worth of, pharmacy to my family needs. Then they asked me one day, sir, can you give your mobile number? Then said, why are you asking me? They said, sir, we'll give you membership. Yes, then I gave my mobile number. Then they have noted. So whenever I get into the pharmacy, they are giving 30% of discount. Then whatever my budget I have 2,000, right now it is well reduced right now. So then I felt, so they are so much, customer delighted. So they are beyond my expectations. So if a customer is satisfied beyond the expectations, then I am a regular customer, or you are a regular customer to the same business, and you will purchase more and more, and you will refer same brand or same branch or retail store to many people, because word of mouth has more impact in service industry. So whatever customers experience, and what I'm saying is customer experience marketing. Customer experience marketing means the testimonials of the customers have more impact in the service industry. A student who is satisfied with some college or a university, he gives more, he talks about that particular university very well with his juniors or brothers and sisters and family members and friends. If he's not satisfied, he only says, "Arey, that university is not good, that college is not good, that faculty is not good. Don't get into the admission for your family members or friends and relatives." What I'm telling is the word of mouth in service industry, that's why nowadays there is emergence of one marketing concept called customer experience marketing. Customer experience marketing. So now let me get into the next concepts I want to. Yeah. So there are some service qualities. There are some characteristics are there. Very famous model called cervical model. One is tangibility, reliability of the services. Customers should feel that these services are reliable, the offered by that particular company. And one is responsiveness, employees' responsiveness. So don't leave the customer just like that. You just, follow up action. So what happens, sir? The loan you have applied, any problem, any issue you are facing. So please approach me. I'll try to solve your problem. Like that, you should give an assurance, assurance, and should feel responsible employees should be there. Another one is empathy. Empathy means the issues or the way the customer is thinking, you need to think yourself and solve the issue. That's what I told you. In service industry, people means employees have more responsibility. The reason is these reliability, responsiveness, assurance, empathy has more impact in service industry. And as I told you right now, marketing strategies, physical evidence of a service. Yes, I already explained. For any university, hospital, or any theater, entertainment business, the structure, the building, ambience, the look and feel, these have more impact in service industry, because to increase the productivity of the employees will work more. The building is very good, comfortable, the working environment is good, the employees' productivity will increase. If their working conditions are not good, there is no enough, power, enough lighting, enough, there is no AC, then people may not work. So what I'm telling is service industry, physical ambience, the infrastructure facilities, which have more significant in service industry. Another one is creating better perceptions. Customers will, assume more effectively. I have so many examples. If you take ICICI Towers in Nanakrammgoda, which is having very good impact on if you visit that ICICI Towers in Nanakrammgoda, so it's a very big building, there are very big store building. Then you can find, this bank is very big bank. Even if I, deposit my amount, I'll get a confidence that my amount is safe. So like that, if I put my student in this campus of, Apollo Institute or Apollo University or some other university, so my students are in safe hands. So the way the parent should feel, and student also feel is proud. I am proud to study in this Apollo, medical healthcare management. So what I'm telling is, these are all some of the, predominant, features of service industry, and better service quality we can provide, and repositioning service. That means we can sell a service with a higher premium, prices. So people are ready to pay for the premium prices. Yeah. Now let me talk to some of the digital marketing concepts, because now it is a digital era. Digital era. People are now spending time more than, I can say, 10 hours. Earlier is 4 hours, 3 hours. But today people are spending more time on mobile phones. On mobile phones. Even day and night, people are, watching, messaging, videos, or maybe entertainment, or teaching and learning process through mobile phone only. So mobile phone or technology, soft phones, they are part and parcel of our life right now. So these things, so these 5 concepts: production concept, orientation, selling orientation, product orientation, marketing concept, societal marketing concept, those 4 are previous concepts. Product marketing concept in the last 30-40 years or 60 years they use. I'll give you some small information why it was I mentioned, because while we are talking about digital marketing, we should know about traditional marketing also. So traditional marketing, after traditional marketing only we got digital marketing, right? So we should know origin. So production concept was a concept where it was there in 1960s or early 1960s. The reason is, I told you in my beginning of my lecture, people have less economy, so less education and less, very low livelihood. So there, companies, whatever the companies, 1 or 2 companies are manufacturing some car, or it may be a phones or whatever. In early days, they are unable to sell the product. Then they said, because people have less income, what they felt is, let us produce more and more products. Then if you produce more bulk products, what happens? The cost of production will reduce. Then they can offer a product at a lower price. If the price is less, people are get attracted. I tell you one example. If you compare Hyderabad and Raipur or Chhattisgarh, the population income levels are, majority of the population levels are very less, very low compared to Hyderabad people. You will get the chai for 5 rupees itself. But in Hyderabad, you can't get any chai or any place for 5 rupees. Minimum 10 rupees. Many, if you go very ordinary, there are some other teas there more than 300, 400, 500 rupees. That's a different story. But the living conditions of that particular area, the geographical area of Chhattisgarh, the income levels of people are very low. But when you come to Hyderabad or Mumbai, it's very expensive, because these people have more education and more competition and more economic activities are happening. People are getting income. I told you, auto in Hyderabad is getting 60,000 rupees per month, 30,000 to 60,000 rupees on average. But if you get into the other areas, if you auto in Chhattisgarh, you may be getting maximum 5,000 to 10,000 rupees. So what I'm telling is, in production concept, their objective was to provide the products at a lower price. So it depends on the income levels of the customers to whom we are targeting, the price should be fixed. That's what we can say production orientation. Selling orientation means, so there was not that much media earlier times. Now we have TVs, YouTubes, different channels are there, mobile phones, whatnot, internet. So in early 60s and 50s, we don't have this much. So their focus was, the companies, what are the products they produce, they want to sell it. They hire many salespeople, are giving ads in newspapers, or hoardings are there. So they want to sell the product because they want to have a more visibility, and their customers are getting. Suppose 10 people are talking about one product, then why don't I purchase this product? So that was the concept of selling concept. That means they focus more on selling, advertising, promotion, sales, marketing. So that is the next level of marketing. And second one was in early 1960s and 70s, product marketing. Product marketing means not only developing a black and white television. In 80s, 70s, only black and white TV. We call it as a monochrome TV. So later on, there was a color TV. Not only color television, plasma TV. Not only plasma TV, what you call LED TV. Not only LED TV, now we call it as a home theater. The concept of, product concept, if you have more products, I tell you, I believe in 30 years before, LML Vespa has launched one product, LML Vespa. Earlier, only one color, one style. That moment, he launched a product with 16 colors. LML Vespa with 16 colors. That means product variety of products, not only one color. So earlier there is one saying, car means only ambassador car. Ambassador car in only in one color, white color, or later on black color. But today, how many variants we have, how many brands we have, how many budget cars are, premium cars are, luxury cars are there. So the concept is now right is different. But earlier, in early days of our business, so production concept, selling concept, product focus on product features, and next one is marketing concept. Marketing concept means first identify the needs of the customers, then develop a concept, design a product, manufacture a product, design a service, and offer the service. So now I tell you, in education industry, now most of the people, students, because of this COVID, after COVID, people started listening the classes through online. Right now, earlier it was difficult for them, but today they are so happy to listen the lectures at home or at their convenient place. So ultimately, the goal is they should get the knowledge. So whether he's sitting in the class or sitting at a home, they're getting the knowledge right now. So now latest concept is, any service industry, identifying the perfect needs of the customers and design the service and deliver it. Then you can have a wonderful, I tell you, there is a one urban cap. Everyone knows urban cap. What is this urban cap? So in the urban cap, people are, I need some electrician or some other technician I need. Then plumber I require. No need of, I need to go for Google and all those things. Getting the application form, download it, just register it and pay it automatically within a given time period. They will come and they provide the service. So what I'm telling is how, if a real business person you want to be, identify the needs for which you need to talk to the people, understand the people, meet the people. I tell you one story, one example. One successful entrepreneur in USA in retail business. There was an interview. The journalist was asking the questions. Sir, what is the secret of your success? He said, sir, I traveled almost all the cities and rural urban places of USA for about 15 years. Then I launched one model of a retail concept on his strategy. Then he was successful. So many youth, they say, because I completed my MBA, BBA, let me start the business. No, what I'm telling is first understand the customer needs, for which you need to do some market research. For the sake of market research, not only providing online, Google Forms or online questionnaire, many times you need to talk to the customers, maybe face to face or maybe online, whatever it may be. Then you will get more ideas, to design because you are just 18 years or 22 years of, if you complete your UG and PG. So don't, burn your fingers by investing wrong business. So try to understand the market, study and talk to the customers, getting the experience of the customers, then design the service. Then you will be a successful entrepreneur. Now let me come to the another 10 to 15 strategies. They're all concepts. I am saying is there are so many. I tell you, there is no unique strategy for any business. Reliance has their own strategy. Tata has separate strategy. So both are successful. Ultimately, success is important. The values are important. Okay. So there is no unique strategy for any business. No, we need to, I told in the beginning, there should not be a rigid strategy. We need to have a flexible strategies. So we need to change according to the time, situation, and customers we are targeting. That's one thing. And policies are changing according to the government. The government also changes. Sometimes, they say some apps are banned. Some apps, Chinese apps are banned, TikTok and all those things. So whatever they invested, there is loss. So try to understand the ecosystem of political, or a administrative, and also the customers' views, understanding, and sentiments, the culture also sentiment. That is also most important. Try to understand the nativity of the people and their mindset. then you design the product. Don't, because I got a new thought, let me launch. You ask my parent, please give me 10 lakhs or 1 crore, I want to invest. No, don't try to do a foolish business. Try to do a wise business. Take time, understand the present and future trends. So today you may launch a service, by the time you launch the service, already a top brand may have launched. Then people will go for that brand only. So that's why I told you in my beginning, try to establish your new brand. Try to have a tie-up with the established brands. They are ready to provide, they are ready to encourage the new entrepreneur also. So Tatas are investing in so many companies, small companies. So they are encouraging the youth also. There is also concept right now. Now every college, every university, now they're starting innovation cells or T hubs, Telangana hub, or some. So now they are encouraging new ideas from our youth. This is one good sign in this country. So what I'm telling is niche market. Try to identify certain services people are ready to pay premium services. Premium service, that means your product is 100 rupees. If you provide a good service, effective service, they're ready to pay 125, 130, 200 rupees also. So try to explore those opportunities, niche market needs, and deliver the product. And ultimate thing for any business, customer should be satisfied. Customer is a king. So try to focus on the customer psychological factors, customer needs. I tell you one example. Recently, I was talking to one of my guru, Dr. A.K. Reddy Garu. He was the director of Salajing Museum, in Hyderabad. He was there, I think, more than 6 to 7 years. He was the National Institute of Tourism Director General also. Well, I was talking last 1 week before. People from across India, across the globe, whenever they come to Hyderabad, they visit our Salajing Museum. The rush is very high. Customers will come like anything. Every day the Salajing Museum full. But to pay for the salaries, government is supporting. The reason is the Salajing Museum objective is to provide our ancient articles, whatever our kings were ruled and used the articles, they want to display, and so that our people will understand the history of the country, history of our country. So their aim is not to sell the product for 300, 400 fees. They are providing free of cost to the school children also. So for which they are getting losses, but even then they're running it out. So what I'm telling is try to understand the customer needs and deliver the product or service and explore it. So ultimately, customer should be satisfied. If customer is not satisfied, you cannot do a business, because you cannot cheat the customer. Customers never be cheated, and don't feel that they are I cheat this customer, so tomorrow also he will come. No, he never comes to your store or your online business. Never come. So try to provide reliable products and trustworthy, reliable services. Then you win the hearts of the customers and get the business, and do upselling or cross-selling. Very different story. So I told you example of customer delighted, the Apollo Pharmacy, I have given example. And organic marketing. Yes, there are two types of marketing in digital marketing: organic marketing and digital marketing. This is one way of improving, traffic to your website. Traffic means so people should access your website. So naturally, if the students are accessing about a university website for their academic purpose to get the admission or inquiry about the program, UG program, or product features or placements and faculty details, fee structure. So naturally they go for Google and find out which college is good for engineering or a BBA or MBA in Hyderabad, depends on their budget. So that is called as a organic marketing. Inorganic marketing means unnatural. That means you can improve the traffic by using some ads, Google ads, some banner ads, or giving some third party, to market your products through email marketing, to sell your website to many customers through mobile or some other thing. That's what we call it as a inorganic marketing. That means, we need to develop physically with some effort to improve the website traffic at the website. That's what we call it as inorganic marketing. Affiliate marketing. Affiliate means someone will do the business for us. We will not do the, even if I have a website, I will not do the business for my products and services. It is affiliated. So any student, you can develop your own website, you can sell the products of Taj and some other university, and you can get the business that is in your site. Just develop your one portal and try to market, to different customers across the globe. Then you will get some business, portion or a share. That's what you can say, affiliate marketing. Otherwise, content marketing. So, like suppose I am a professor. If you want to sell my product content on the website, so about the marketing concepts, so I can develop a good content. So this content should be reliable and also updated. So in any website, the data should not be a old one. It should be a latest trend, latest data, latest prices, latest product features, latest product, the functionalities or models or prices or technology should be updated. That's what we call it as a content marketing. Content marketing through website or through YouTube lectures or YouTube videos. This is the way you need to, once you want to develop your one channel. Nowadays, most of the reels, you can find some reels in, Facebook or YouTube. If they stop for 1 month, people will not watch. So you need to update the content of your YouTube, every day or every 1 week. Then only your subscribers will stay with you. Otherwise, they leave your channel subscription. So content should be updated and regularly it should be updated and posted. That's what I can say, content marketing. And influencer marketing. Influencer marketing means someone talking about your product. Suppose Sachin Tendulkar, he's talking about shoes, sports shoes, or about t-shirts, or some other sports related items, or Amitabh Bachchan. So influencing with someone is giving a testimonial about your product on the YouTube or some Facebook or something. We call it as influencer marketing. Social media marketing. Yes, it may be LinkedIn, Facebook, or WhatsApp, or Instagram. They are very famous right now. So whatever the truthful data about your product or a business, you can post it every day positively. Don't give a negative information. So whatever the business you are doing, that data only try to improve. Try to post it by using these social media networks, because most of the students, most of the customers, they have the accounts in Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn. So it depends on the content you are targeting. So try to post your content in these social media channels. Another one is, I told you, customer testimonials. So if a hospital, if a patient, if he gets cured by that particular hospital, by that particular doctor, if he can talk about that particular hospital or clinic, he received the clinic services or nursing services, then it has more impact on the customers you are targeting. They listen more about the testimonial of the customer or a patient or a student, then people will trust it, because they are the ultimate targeted customer, because they are the beneficiaries. If the beneficiary talks, about that particular hospital or a university or particular entertainment, then people will get motivated. This is one more strategy. Another one is, nowadays, not only having a service industry, you need to have the certifications. Try to get a international valid national certifications, right? So some accreditations, you need to get it. It may be university or a hospital, then people will trust it. Your service, they'll trust and they'll come and they approach you. Another one is, I already told you, self-service technologies like online ticketing, online business, okay, online payments. So products can be downloaded very easily by paying the so-and-so price. So online payment. Another one is more customized. Nowadays, patient healthcare, every patient is unique. So patient attention to the individual attention is most important in service industry rather than group. So if you can take care of these operations are safely and focused to a to a particular or each individual patient, then you are a successful hotel business or hospitality business. This one thing. Another one is, now people are talking about the value addition. So more the values I am getting for a particular product or a service, I'll pay more and more. Okay. So more the values customers are receiving, they are ready to pay premium prices. Yeah. So this is my 51 invited lecture from past 10 years. So I request you, if you have any doubts regarding these services marketing strategies, you can raise your hand, and so that they can open your audio or video, we can talk. Any doubts? Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for this very nice session, sir. And thank you so much all the participants for your active participation. Let me inform to all that this complete session will be available on our Research Circle YouTube channel. So if you want to watch it again or want to share it to somebody, please do visit the Research Circle YouTube channel. Thanks, and last but not the least, thank you, Professor Anand Bettapudi, for taking out time for session. With your permission, I would like to end today's session here. Sir.
Okay, thank you, madam. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir.